Hello, Blitz fans of all ages. It's me, Plum here with another live stream. Now, like usual, I will actually be letting you guys pick the tanks I run and play. A list will be down in the description for those who don't know exactly which tanks I have, as I don't exactly have all of them. So just note that I will even leave a little tag there saying which ones are stock and which ones aren't, just because some of them are not quite upgraded. Now, I will be playing the first game. I'll just randomly pick a tank. I'm playing with 14 Realms at the moment. And then further on, I will actually be going ahead and getting the Waffenträger, and we can try that out. But that's a little bit later. So for now, we're just going to randomly pick a tank. You guys can either message me in-game or in the chat which tank you'd like to see me play from the list. And then I'll try to keep it fair and then let everyone kind of pick at least once. That's my plan. I try to let everyone pick, even if there is a large number that want one particular tank. I'll usually play that, but then of course leaving a few, just trying to make it fair for everyone. So if 14 Realms, if you want to pick a tank, that's fine. I'll let him know right now. Let's see. Got a few missions to claim at least. And of course I click through them so fast I don't even know what I got. So let's see, good ones to pick. Sheridan Missile, our fun one. Jetto. I've not actually tried the Emil yet in this mode, oddly enough. I think that would be another really good one. Tortoise. Okay, let me find that real quick. Tier 9. British tank destroyer. There it is. This thing, I know some people don't like it a whole ton, but I actually do like it a little bit. The damage per minute is just crazy, and if you get the boss, it's just absolutely insane. Yeah, get the difficult tanks. So I'll go ahead and let him play, and then while we do that, I will be waiting in case you actually do want to suggest something in the chat itself. You can do that. I'm not sure how many people are actually on at the moment. It may well just be me in 14 Realms, but honestly, I'm just here to chill. Okay, so I did not get the boss this time. I did the Catalyst, and also I will be kind of going over each individual... 1 second, let me turn the game audio way down. I will actually be going over each of the individual abilities. For now, I'm Catalyst, but until I die, I'll likely get something else. And I don't think you can actually get the same thing twice in a row, back to back, so that's good. It'll always be unique. I'm gonna go after this Jagdtiger over here just because he's right out in the open. And of course, because of my damage per minute, I'm probably gonna get a second one into him here. Put the poison on. And get him as he comes around there. So now that'll continue to poisoning him for the next, I don't know, 2 seconds or something like that. It doesn't last long when you're at level 1, which I am. You can see the level right next to the Catalyst, or underneath that icon there. So Catalyst, I think, it definitely gives you that poison shot ability. I forgot what else it gave you. I think it gave you some sort of speed advantage or alpha damage advantage. I'm not sure which one. And that's another thing. The Tortoise is really good at bouncing, though that guy did have poison shot as well. And that's just poor aiming on my end. So before I totally bleed out, let me try to get at least something into him. And there you can see I've leveled up. Whenever that happens to a tank, that means they've leveled up. That's particularly fun when you're a bomber, because you can double bomb sometimes. There we go. Killed him. So far it's 5-0. You usually see at least like 2-3 in the first like minute or so of the game, but this is looking quite good for us. And it looks like they're working over on the boss over there, which is an M103. Our boss is not looking too healthy, unfortunately. Now there is a Vickers, and there is that same guy there again. I'm gonna try to shoot him. Probably should focus on the boss, but see, there is... Apparently I'm dead. I don't know what level that guy was at, but he used the bomb ability and wiped me out. Now I'm a regenerator, which means I need to focus on healing people. And for right now, I'm going to focus on 14 Realms because our boss is toast. Now I think HE does more healing, potential. I'm not actually sure. In fact, I think the last time I played this was in Burning Games because I have 30 HE and only 15 AP. I might, if I play that game, this tank again, I'm gonna need to change that for sure. For now, it looks like, okay, so unfortunately I was not fast enough to get to 14 realms, but I can at least shoot the enemy boss over here. Of course, now he's spotted me, but if he bounces, let's clear him. The reload on this thing is just so fast. You can usually just like snap people and then turn your focus to something else, and then kind of come back to where you were supposed to be focusing earlier. Now that is the early shot, but that is another ability that is the graviton. That'll kind of basically it'll just disrupt everything, and hopefully you don't get shot by it too much. And since I have the regenerator, I can also hit the spacebar in my case, or on mobile, you just hit whatever button, and then it will actually allow me to heal people in a certain distance to me. I think it's like 50 meters when it's first activated, and as well, that orb that I just put onto 14 realms will actually make it so he takes less damage for the next shot he takes. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm going to die soon here, but I'm curious to see what I'll go to next. This game is game mode is very good for racking up high damage numbers. Interesting ricochet there. So now we've got the graviton, and now that means I can shoot other people with that graviton and really mess things up. And the higher the level it is, the more disrupting it gets. Like if you get to a level 5 graviton, it's pretty insane to be the one shooting because you can throw everyone off, and it's pretty frustrating being the one having it shot at. So I'm gonna focus. It's kind of hard to say. There's that object 84, but if I'm going to shoot one right there on that guy, so that'll directly affect the boss over there. So probably won't use the graviton. No, we'll use the graviton. Not sure how that didn't penetrate, but RNG. Let's get at least one shot into him. I'm going to try to HE this gorilla again because I don't think he had RNG strikes again, apparently. I thought that looked exactly like it would have gone where I wanted it to, but it happens. So they're all pretty messed up by the gravitons over there, and my graviton is actually about to come back. So I'm going to shoot. Let's shoot the boss. Let's disrupt him here. Again, I would have thought that would have penetrated, but still, got a fast enough reload. And honestly, I think this thing has like a crazy amount of gun depression, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's got like 10 degrees, 8 degrees, something like that. It's pretty crazy. So let's try to get him over here. That was just a bad shot. A little bit hard because of that clump of dirt here. But we've got this Vickers that should be pretty easy to shoot an HE into. Though the HE didn't quite penetrate, so I might just resort to 8P for now. He'll be gone within the next shot, and unfortunately for him, his graviton didn't do a whole lot to me. Mostly just made me vibrate. It didn't actually send me up, down, anywhere. So now he's stuck. It's quite a bit of damage he took. I'm probably going to die here, but it doesn't really matter. Gives us something else. Catalyst again. Probably a good thing you don't get bomber, or I didn't get bomber on this one just because this thing's so slow. But then again, it would have also made it faster too. So yeah, damage is increased, cooldown. The just general buffs on this one. This one, Catalyst, I would actually say is probably my least favorite. Bomber the best, especially if you're in a light tank. Boss is, of course, the best. Now, let's see. Speaking of bosses, let's see if we can get this guy over here. Messed up that shot, but thankfully because I'm at level 4 or whatever, actually we win. Good game. So let's see if there's actually anyone else on at the moment to see if there are any suggestions to what tank I should play. Nope, not yet. So 14 realms can choose another tank, I guess. So we got 2 missions. Kind of boring, honestly. Anything new in the store? Not a whole lot that you don't have to pay for, unfortunately. There is this free crate, at least. Oh, I had 3 times multiplier. Did I have my boosters on? Let me know. I don't actually know if the cooldown booster actually cool down my abilities. I thought I'd just throw it in there, but I think the abilities might be set, so I might just turn that off. No sense using up those because I usually use them for tournaments and modes. Credits I'll keep on. Yeah, crazy story. So I had like 80 million credits, and then I lost 20 million of it by upgrading my crew, whatever this stuff is. But it didn't obviously advertise that it took credits. It showed XP, and then on the bottom, I don't know what happened, but yeah, blew 20 million and now recouping. I got 7 million back at least, so it is coming back up slowly. Okay, Sheridan. Which Sheridan? Let me double check. Yeah, is that just the normal Sheridan or the Sheridan missile? Normal Sheridan. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, that is one thing. Sheridan and Sheridan missile, they're very similar, except one, of course, has missiles. Okay, missile it is. Also have 2 levels in the battle pass. Now I don't. Now, when this tank gets the boss, it's actually quite crazy. In fact, I have a replay where I went up against, what was it? Batchat Begins and some pincer player. So, really good platoon. I was the boss, and we won. And quite strongly, too. It was actually quite funny. So, let's see. Who's the boss? So, it's the FV2, the FV183. And over there, they have the AMX 50B. So, got company. So, nice that penetrated. Now he's going to be stuck there for, I don't know, a few seconds, maybe like 3. Now I would like to get an HE into the Batchat because, as we all know, Batchats are good for getting HE. Except now the boss is really wanting to YOLO after me. And I bounced him. So I don't know who the Regenerator is. That must be the Leopard one over there. Unfortunately, I can't heal him back. So that was super helpful, and he's kind of low on health. See. Well, I almost thought that was aimed too high. It wasn't. It just didn't quite penetrate either. I'm going to just hang around the FV183 probably and try to get shells over the dunes. I have my Gravitrap or whatever the thing's called back. I'm going to shoot him and get him a little bit stuck at the same time. Now I'm about to level up from 1 to 2. Let's see, HE, maybe. There's two AMX Bs over there. I'm wondering if they're in platoon. Oddly enough, they are not. So let's dunk a missile into. Gotta love it when you actually do damage after you die. Of course, now this is my favorite one, the bomber. My favorite non-boss ability is to just be able to explode, especially if you can double it up. And now I'm gonna go for a nice YOLO right at this. Right at the E50M, now that the... Okay, it looks like I'm going after the boss here. Oh, and I missed my shot there. Now, I gotta get out of the way before I get, like, absolutely creamed. But there we go. Now we're behind cover, and I can... When my HE comes back, I can shoot him there. Overshot a little bit. Sensitivity is a little off. And now I just got flown and thought I might live, but I hit the rock right at the very end. Now we got Graviton again. So let's see, scores 5-9. My guess, I don't know. It's hard to say who will win this one because their AMX is just about dead. The boss AMX, not that one over there, of course. Now he is dead. I don't want to be like too out in the open for too long. Let's get him with Graviton. And of course he hits me right back with that. It's nice to see when what their ability is above their tank right there. Now let's get another. Okay, that was aimed too high up, unfortunately. Also, let me know what you guys prefer in terms of your input method. I personally use the use PC like only. I don't do real good with the mobile devices, but I know a lot of people use them. I'm also genuinely curious how you aim a missile on mobile, because I found it like 10 times harder when I tried it. It's easy because on mouse you just look up and you hit the right button and you pull down and it just has your gun up, but then you can aim freely, whereas on mobile you have to use that, whatever that bar is on the bottom right hand corner, I think is where it tends to be. Okay, so 14 rounds is PC. That's actually interesting to know. I thought you were mobile. I don't know why I thought that. But yeah, PC is definitely the superior input method. And looks like I might have gone a little bit aggressive with this YOLO here. I'm at least going to try to do something to this bat chat before it creams me. Didn't quite manage to do that, but now I'm a healer, and because of my high alpha, I'm going to be able to do something. So, let's see, our boss is the FV183. I need to find him somewhere. Okay, he's actually not doing too bad on hit points, so I might actually go save or heal 14 realms first. I'll shoot the FV as I go by. Of course, I missed my shot, but oh well. Need to focus on 14 realms because since he is lower hit point and actually slightly lower armor as well. And of course, the effect, I think it's like 30 meters or something, or 50. I'm not sure. It's something. There we go. Finally hit my shot there. And he's basically full health, and now we basically just swapped positions. But at least he's healed, and I get to move on to something else. Again, the Graviton. Man, Graviton sure loves me this game. 1320. I'm thinking our boss has died twice, and theirs has died once. Not terribly great. Let's see if we can do something about that. And over there. I'm not sure I want to deal with that. So there are the... Okay, I need to take out the Bat Chat first, because he does have the healing ability. And the sooner I take him out, the sooner I can deal with the E50M without him being healed all the time. Now, he's probably going to shoot me one more time, or maybe not. I'm not going to worry about putting a Graviton on him just because he's not a huge threat. He's just about dead. A better person to put a Graviton on would probably be that AMX back there. So I'm going to use Missile. Unless he goes behind that. So, AG. I will say, I think it's the T49, definitely has a better HE than this tank does. Like, T49 can do like 800. This one does like 100 more than its standard. And I don't know if that penetrated, but if it did, that was an incredible low roll. So I would say overall, missiles are definitely better on this. But the T49, just the HE on there is way better. Probably should have fired AP there, but you can see this Graviton here was what I'm saying. I think this guy is a higher level Graviton because you can honestly get like pulled up the sides of walls. It's crazy. Now, and it also makes you like really stuck. Okay, I'm out of here. So this is the E50M, the AMX. At this point, I think it's pretty obvious we're going to lose. I'm just going to shoot something. Preferably this AMX because he is a stronger tank. And there we go. A loss, though, honestly not too terrible. Let's see what we get in terms of credits and damage. Because honestly, even when you lose, you can get a lot of credits. 96,000. Yeah, that's not too bad. The damage for me was a little bit low. It wasn't the bottom, I guess. Let's see, what tank do we want to play next? Okay, the normal Sheridan. Now, there are advantages to both. I know the normal Sheridan, of course, can have higher penetration without having to resort to the slow missile, though I think missile would just be far superior. I mean, even though it's less damage, you've got the penetration, and if you're behind a dune, well, good luck having anyone touch you. And it's nice to know that my upload's fast enough. Normally my upload isn't quite fast enough for streaming, but thankfully it is this time. In fact, it's actually way faster than they advertised, which is actually kind of nice for once. Someone advertises one thing and you get like 5 times more. So JagPanzer, I'm gonna guess our JagPanzer and one of the enemy JagPanzers is gonna be the boss, but we'll have to see here. Probably don't need those on. Okay, I was actually wrong. It's the Chieftain on our team and the T-57 Heavy. I usually like to try to guess, and oftentimes I find when there's a tank that's the same on both teams, that's usually the one that's the boss. And as well, I think lower tier... Now, Wargaming didn't actually say this, but I think lower tier might actually have precedence for becoming the boss, because most of the games I play, the boss is the down tier. I don't know why. It's not always the case, but it's frequently the case, I find. So, he's going to use an... I'm going to just shoot a normal one into him. Now, I will say, having the primary... sorry, not the primary. The premium round for this being heat, it doesn't penetrate enemy Sheridans all that well, so I try to use AP when going against other Sheridans. Heat, I believe, usually has the highest penetration of all the shell types, but it also is like HE and can just be blocked by a bunch of stuff, which isn't always the most helpful. Well, this guy could probably just be HE'd. And he could. Now I'm on fire. So let's see, what do we become next? Ah, yes, the best. With the Sheridan and how fast it is, the explosive or the bomber is definitely the best. Let's see if I can try to chain react something. See, their boss is being heavily protected, so we're probably going to mostly want to focus on these outliers here. I think our boss must have died at some point. Let's see, who do I want to attack? I'm thinking the T26E3 He seems to be the most out in the open here. There's 1,000 hit points wiped off already. It's crazy just how much you can do, especially if you're in higher tier with a higher HP, because that'll actually do more damage in your explosive. Now, I did get poisoned. There is that Sheridan. I did shoot. Not sure what happened there. Poison shot. Honestly, not the best for this tank just because of the longer reload. But, I mean, anything is more overpowered than it was normally. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to help 14 over here get this Sheridan missile and the T-62A. So, looks like the T-62A is a healer. We'll want him out, but we'll need the Sheridan first because he is a bit more of a threat at the moment. Okay, I think there must be a graviton or something, because usually you'll notice like your speed just suddenly drop. So I'm just going to wait for this JagPanzer to come up here. He's going to get hit by something if he's not careful. Unfortunately, that did not penetrate him. But now, of course, we have the boss over here, and I'm about to die for sure. Okay, and we get the good one again, Bomber now. Our boss must have died at least once, if not twice, and we've killed only 4 of them, which is kind of surprising. You don't normally get overwhelmed that much. The Sheridan. Okay. Let's see what we can get here. Let's get both of these guys here. And see... Before I die, let's see if I can get an HE into the back of the enemy boss. And of course he had to go and do that. Oh, I didn't die, but I'm about to die because... Yeah, this is not actually the computer I usually play this game on. I usually play it on a small laptop, so it's a little bit different. Sensitivity, the screen size, everything's just different, and I find I am actually less accurate on it, though it's by far the better computer of the two. Like right now I think I run max graphics. So 22. I'm gonna go on a hunch and say this is a loss, but I'm still gonna try to get as much damage out as I can. see. There's not a really... I mean, the Jg.Panther is low, but since this is a loss, I do want damage. So I'll shoot a Graviton right there, apparently. Yeah, Sheridan also is not the most accurate. So Sheridan missile might poke out here. Ouch. It's weird. It's like I'm shooting, but like I'm shooting a frame late or something. I'm sure it's a larger margin than that, but that's what it feels like sometimes. Also, I think the longer or the more frequently you die, the longer your respawns take. Like, I notice sometimes it's like a 5-second respawn, and other times it's like an 8-10 second. See, is our boss completely dead? I don't know where he's at. No, but he had to have died at least twice. I don't think the enemy bosses died even once. So there's the Sheridan, the T26E3 G. Not really a whole lot going on here. Perhaps I can get a sneaky shot into right there. For some reason, my aim blew up again. At least I had the poison shot on. That is helpful. Also, ammo racks are pretty crazy in this game. When you're the boss, since your alpha is like so dramatically increased, you ammo rack a lot of the times. Usually there's a game with an ammo rack. It's actually not terribly common to have a game without one. And I'm hoping to get boss at least once. In fact, it's crazy. I literally got boss the game before I started streaming, which is hilarious. So let's see, what do we want to run next? So, motion, okay. Where is it? I can't remember the last time I played this. Actually, I can't remember the last time I played most of these tanks. I usually play VK28. Basically, anything that's marked as being a favorite in here is what I play, and then everything else just kind of collects dust. Also seems to be slightly longer wait period. Normally you get in instantly. Oh, there we go. If I get the boss, I'll have a ton of hit points at least. Usually the slower tanks, you want to be the boss, and if you're a faster tank, well, you want to be the boss regardless, but if you're a heavy tank, you really don't want to be the one left with Graviton and all of those other ones. Yeah, you would not believe how many... it must have taken me months to figure this out. I heard it... I think I first started saying it... Mausgen... Yeah, that's how I always pronounced it. Mausgen, and then it was Mauschen, because I started learning German. And then I heard from somewhere it was supposed to be Moischen, but it was the only place I heard it. And then I thought it was just Mauschen. And then I actually plug it into Google, and it says it's Moischen. So as far as I can tell, its correct pronunciation is Moischen, which is like the weirdest and honestly the coolest name that could ever be given to a tank. Moischen. Let's shoot a Graviton into him. Get him stuck in the middle, wide out in the open. Yeah, I will say the mouse is probably better. But the Moischen definitely has the better name of the two. And translated, that I think it means... So the mouse, it means mouse, and then the Moischen means mice. So it's the plural. It was really bizarre. Google. That's the only way I found that one out. Okay, so their boss is a pretty toast, I imagine. He's pretty stuck out in the open. And he's gone. So I've now leveled up. I don't know how that happened. Either assist... Yeah, I did plug it in, though. It did say it was a plural form, so it's from mouse to mice. A nice fire. That's another thing. I keep setting fires in this one. This mode is the best for damage, ammo racks, and fires, just because of the alpha damage and all the other broken pieces in here. I will say that I do like Uprising a little bit more, but I'm not quite sure which I like more, whether it's Uprising or Gravity Force. Kind of depends. And thank you for the heal. Hopefully he doesn't have enough alpha to still kill me. He bounced though, that's good. For me, not him. That's terrible for him. Now he did get poisoned. Now I've got... So now I've got the Catalyst. Honestly, probably a better thing for this than Graviton. Just because Graviton by far is... I don't know. Graviton and Poison are kind of the same for me. If you're in a slow tank, though, you probably want Poison as opposed to Gravity. Because Poison also gives you a higher alpha, and since this is a slow tank, that's better. Now, there is the OBJ. I wonder if maybe I missed... I could have sworn that was an IS. Nope, this has just been the OBJ that rushed me. Of course, now he's dead. Oh, no, there is an IS-7. I thought I saw one. Let's see. It's making his lower plate really hard to hit. Come on, let this hit. Well, it hit, but it didn't quite penetrate. It just broke his track. Though we're quite in the lead right now. We're 12 points ahead. I'm going to guess we're going to win this one. Last round was an absolute defeat, and then this one might be an absolute victory. That does happen sometimes. Yeah, I find that big tanks are fun if you're in the right position. If you somehow get bad RNG, they're not as fun. I will say I like light tanks probably the best. Like, my favorite tank of all time has to be the VK-28. I get it's low tier and that some might think that's seal clubbing, but it's an easy chill tank. It's my favorite one. Because it's one that's, in my opinion, not super easy to just master. But it's also... Oh, see? Ammo wrap. And from the boss, of course. The VK-28 is not the easiest one to master. But when you do master it, you can do really well because everyone else is probably newer. AMX is fun too, though just because it's such low tier, I don't actually play it. AMX ELC, that is, not the higher tier ones. So I just shot in a Graviton right in the middle of that, and now they're all swirling around and not able to do anything while they all get hit. Wow, that's a lot of dead tanks there. And of course now the M60, man, the M60 is not going anywhere very fast. He keeps getting stuck in the middle, which is actually turning out to be kind of a downfall for him a little bit here. Because he gets in the middle and then he's just not moving out. Nice. I thought I had actually bounced him because of the red line I just hit. And he gets hit with another Graviton. Yeah, he really shouldn't be in the middle there. It's premium tank. I wonder if that means anything. So that M60 is pretty much guaranteed to be dead. In fact, I might even be able to shoot him. Of course, if he backs out of the way, I won't. I'll leave that 14 rounds in the Kronwagen. And we win. Good game. So let's see, what else do we have? Any other suggestions in terms of tanks? Wow, even though that was a tech tree, that was actually a fair amount of credits. Now let's see, did I get all... Okay, so I did get all my tickets for today. I have 531, which puts me, what, like 270 away from the tank. Minus whatever I'd get, because I've actually saved all 30 of my tickets to open on the last day. Usually more fun when I do it that way. Also, I didn't do a video on it, but I did actually end up getting the battle pass just because my goal is to actually have all the Titan tanks. I've got all the other ones, all the other Titans. Yo, okay, I have a Yo. Which one though? Because I don't have the tier 10. I have the tier 9, but it's stock, and the other two, the tier 7 and the tier 8, are upgraded. Did I just favorite the tank? Let's see if I don't recognize one in here. No, it looks like I didn't favorite one. So Yo, those are American heavy. Okay, the tier 8 one. Yeah, that one I believe is fully upgraded. Even the turret. Yeah, I actually went to the 9 before I even upgraded this one's turret, just because I felt like, yeah, just move past it and get the higher tier 1. And then I just stopped grinding it. The Panther 2, that was a really good one in Mad Games, though. This isn't Mad Games, so it's kind of different. Also, I am curious to know what people are on what frame rates, because I know some people can get to 120 FPS on this game. I can't because I'm limited by my monitor only being 60. Yeah, it's 60, or as low as 30, but I keep it on 60. So it could be. I know mobile devices, lower end ones would be 30 FPS. Most people, I imagine, are in the 60 frame rate, but I do know there are people on 120. I just don't know how many people actually have that frame rate. I know Droodles does, Fatness does. Like, I only know of like one other guy that I know definitively has 120, and even then he says he actually usually gets like 80 because I think his refresh rate's like all the way up to 165, but the computer could only handle certain frame rates. Okay, now we're in. The Toxico Sniper. Sometimes I do wonder how certain names got created. I mean, I guess someone could ask that about me too. I mean, Plum Castle.
Let's get this show on the road.
Okay, so we've got the AT-15 over there. Let's see, who's the boss? That's the Chieftain right there. Okay, I would have thought 60 FPS. I imagine not too many people have it unless they all already have like a gaming setup or something. I'm not sure why I hit that. I didn't need to heal anyone. But yeah, I imagine the people with 120 are either the YouTubers or people who already had a gaming setup. Which this computer, I'm pretty sure could handle it. I just don't have a monitor that could support it. See anything we can do with that guy. Yeah, he just poked out like stock tiger. I do feel bad for stock tigers. I tried it. It's not good. It's just bad. Honestly, even the Tiger 2, I'm not a huge fan of, to be honest. I do like the E75TS, which is weird because the E75TS is honestly easier to penetrate, but something about it. So I can't HE that, but I can shoot him. I'm gonna let someone else get him because my clip takes super long time to reload. Their boss is right here, and he messed up my shot. Huh, that totally looked like I could penetrate that, but I guess not. So, let's see. Anyone around me that needs to be healed? Not really. I just need to get out of this guy's way.
One of our trucks is damaged. The engine is damaged. Enemy armor.
Might as well turn this on before I die, and I might just kill the boss here. Yes.
Vehicle destroyed.
So that's 8 for us, 5 for them. I'm toast. There was nothing I could do, but 1 point for 5. That's a trade that I'm happy to make. Okay, let's see now. I'm gonna help this WT, and of course I now have the bomb. Ooh, that really hurts. Not me, but him. Now I can shoot 1, and then 2 into him, and I'll call that a double kill. Now there's the Tiger 2 again. He doesn't stand much chance. He's stock and he's against the boss, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Let's see what we have over here. Got the threat, which is going after 14 realms. So I'm definitely going after this threat here, and I have my explosive ability back. I'm gonna double him up here. Man, that is so OP. That RNG, however, is not. But anyway, we got him, and I can explode again. I don't know how much damage I did in that, but it was probably 2,000-3,000 in that encounter alone. Of course, now I'm at level 5, and I can't actually upgrade anymore. It would be cool if you could go above 5, like, if it was infinite levels, like, if you could just continue to go up and up, and then you just have, like, super powerful tanks. Of course, then you might outweigh the boss at some point. I didn't penetrate him, but I did poison him at least. I do like the alpha buff on this. And man, I keep breaking his track too. Oh yeah, he's gonna die from the poison. 1,600 damage over the course of like 10 seconds. That's just crazy. And I might have a second chance at killing the boss. Shoot him once there. Twice. Come on, come on. Aha, got him. That's the second time I've killed him. So he does have 1 more life. I doubt we'll kill him for the 3rd time, but who knows. So I just realized I'm very low health. I'm gonna try to shoot him. Almost. Almost got the 2nd shot, but honestly, my guess is in the end of this I'll have about like 10,000 damage. That's what I think. See, 5 more points to win. We've got this. Let's get after this tiger. Or not. JPanther is definitely going to die pretty soon. I'm hoping I can get a shot into him. The AT-15, or the enemy boss, is kind of alone. So we're not gonna kill him. He's got too many hit points. Everyone else will die first. Got a nice extra shot. Let me go ahead and start healing this T26 before he totally dies. I will say gravitons that don't actually suck you all the way in will actually give you a nice boost in terms of speed, which is nice. That was actually a pretty good game. Yeah, 10,000. Well, 11,000 if you're round, but still, it was at least 10,000. 11,000 XP, which is a ton, and almost 100,000 credits, despite the fact that that was a tech tree. 14 realms also did extremely well. Time to claim that. Oh man, another camo. Like, as if I didn't have enough camos already. Like, I'm sure just about a lot of people would actually have this many camos, except the difference is I collect all my camos and I don't use them. So most people would use them, but I never do. So I've got too many. I really should use them on something, but I have a really hard time figuring out which tank to stick them on because I have a limited supply of the certain color. Though really, I should just stick them on something. I've got plenty of tanks to put them on. So let's see, what do we want to run next? Let's see. Oh, favorite tank. That would be the VK28, where is that? It's in my favorite. Yeah, this thing, when you, like, literally the second game I played in this mode, I got boss while playing the VK28, and I did, what was it, 11,600 damage or something? It was crazy. So let's see, what do we got against us? Let's see, what is our boss? Our boss is the StuG. So I'm gonna go, since there's only 2 tier 5s and it has to match the tier, I'm gonna go it's the Wolverine that is the boss. I don't think it's the T27. I think they're gonna pair the tank destroyers. That's just what I think. And there's a 50-50, and I thought I'd made such a crazy guess, and I was wrong. It was the T67 that was the boss. So I'm going to make my way over to where I always go with my VK28. Oh, let's do that VK30D. Moving on, there's the Wolverine, which even in a normal game, I could usually toast a Wolverine pretty quick with this thing. The damage per minute, the hit points, the speed, just everything about this tank is just really amazing. The only thing that I could see people not liking is the armor. Though even though it is a low armor, I find that KV2s still can't usually one-shot you unless you're like really exposing something. Because the only way either an SU-152 or a KV2 could one-shot you is if they get you at the side of your turret, which, if you know that, you can aim it away and it becomes a lot harder to be super trolly with a KV2. And I doubt I'm going to live through this, but I did. Let's see if I can get one more shot, particularly on the T67. Not sure where that shot went, but thankfully I've also got a really fast reload. Now the Agent, I do have that tank as well, and it's basically a carbon copy of this. I just typically play this one because they are slightly different. I think technically the Agent is classified as being better, though I prefer this one just because I've worked with it more. And there's another VK28. Oh, and also, anyone wondering which gun to stick on this, don't stick the big gun. Its penetration is just too low, way too low. Like, you have to go to premium shells just to penetrate another VK28. It's kind of ridiculous. Also, I don't think it has anywhere near the same level of damage per minute. Let's see, there's T67 over here again. Let's throw a wormhole on him. Let's do adrenaline. Shoot him. Now he's gonna come out and he's gonna have a higher alpha, so I'm gonna work on this Wolverine. So Wolverine's gone. Coming after the VK28. I think I could clear him pretty quick. Oh, unless someone else does. So 14 has the MT25, so I'm gonna focus on that building was there, and I didn't lose any health from that, aside from the initial blast. So I have a wormhole. Should I use it now? Don't really think so. Yeah, he's toast. So I'll use it on something more beneficial, like perhaps this Wolverine. Also, I don't know what the penetration values are on this, but I don't think they're too bad. Like, I think it actually has fairly... It has acceptable penetration at any rate. Yeah, this tank is my most played at like 1,000, probably 1,400 battles. I can check afterwards. I do wish I could rub the T1 heavy game. I wish I could get rid of how many battles I have on that. Because I used to like spam T1 heavy because that's what I was good at. It was kind of seal clubbing, but it did actually help me understand side scraping way better because it was a much more forgiving tank. Like, pretty much anything that hit it bounced, but you could really figure out how to make everything bounce, and it was really trolly. Yeah, unfortunately I have like 1,300 battles with that. Nice victory, though. I had actually forgotten to look at the points. I was just playing. And, of course, the funniest thing is when you get more damage than the boss and you're not the boss. So, good job, 14 Realms. He... Let's see, what was the boss? It was the StuG. I think he, like, way outdid it. Okay, he outdid it by a little bit, but honestly, considering the fact that the StuG was the boss, 14 Realms performed very excellently there. So yeah, if I go back to my tanks, yep, there's... Oh, that my T1 Heavy had more battles than I thought. It had about 1,500 battles and a 67% win rate. Sheesh. VK28 has more. In fact, I was purposely trying to drown out the T1 Heavy with something that was at least a little higher skill. And it does have a slightly lower win rate. And fun fact, the VK28 was my first premium tank, or not premium, what am I talking about? Was my first tier 6 tank, and I got it within 14 days of activating my account. So, yeah, I was just like everyone else, flying through the tiers and breaking a bunch of stuff. Yeah, Leopard, the VK 16.02 or Tier 5 Leopard was my first Tier 5, and I got that in 6 days. It was ridiculous. I didn't even play that much. And yes, ARL, I do like that one. I imagine it would be a pretty strong boss as well. Yeah, the damage per minute on this is definitely the strongest tier 6. I like this tank as well. I still like the BK28 better. Just I like mobile tanks, but this tank is it's actually kind of weird. It took me like probably 25 if not more battles to figure out how to use it properly, because it's not good for side scraping. Despite the fact that your upper plate is like really hard to penetrate, you still get penetrated by a ton in the cheeks of the tank, the side. If you turn even a little bit, it's completely ineffective for side scraping. It's not the greatest hold down tank. So for this one, I honestly recommend, as long as you keep your tracks that stick out so far out of the way, if you can actually front scrape a little bit, and I find that's the most effective, because very few tanks, especially lower tier tanks, cannot penetrate you. Leopard, yeah, good night. You can't penetrate the front of this, not even with premium shells. It's a monster. So let's see. There's actually quite a few people in queue, so I don't know why it's taking... There we go. As soon as I say why is it taking so long, it then launches into a game. Let's see if I got the boss. If I was going to guess, I would guess me and one of the VK36s. That's my guess. Okay, not quite. What did get the boss? Let's see it. It was a Panzer, which means that the Leopard on the enemy team got it. Yeah. Ah, dang it. I was gonna guess the Sherman, almost guessing the Sherman, and sure enough, it was the Sherman. Though the Leopard was not a terribly bad guess. It's funny that the Panzer is the boss, and yet I'm still only 1,000 hit points less than him, which is crazy. Oh, okay, I guess I'm 1,500. Still. Now that Sherman's gonna get pretty roasted if he stays there for too long, but I'm gonna come on top of this VK. Penetration on this, values on this tank are absolutely out of this world. And like I was saying, a Leopard's not even going to be able to penetrate me. Yeah, penetration values on this, I think, are like 230 or something on the normal rounds. It's quite ridiculous. Now, let's see. Leopard's probably going to try to run away from me. Well, he's gone. I have my second round of bombing. Yeah, sometimes my shots just go into the dirt for some reason. This guy's pretty much toast. Usually you don't want to hang around in the spawn, but if you're killing like one at a time, it's usually pretty easy just to farm their spawn. their boss has died. Not real great for them. I'm probably going to take care of the Leopard first, just to get him out of the way. He's a pretty easy kill. So I've used up all my repair kits, apparently. Man, this tank, I think this is going to be a high damage game just by the fact that I already have 2,500. But I could be wrong, who knows. So, 14 is the KV2. I probably should help him. He's got a long reload. And I don't know when that other KV2 will reload. And I will hopefully be able to reload fast enough to kill him before he shoots 14 realms. Yeah, one thing, if you want to win, is try to focus on damage, but above that, if you're platooning, focus on helping your platooner. I know it can be so easy just to be like, oh, let me snag the damage and then help him. But no, you really got to focus on helping them first, because ultimately that's going to result in more wins. And oftentimes, if you have each other's backs, you'll both end up getting more damage. Of course, if you're in solo, do try to help your teammates, but if you don't know, it's super easy just to go and get the damage. And kills, of course, are the best for winning. Damage is really good, but if you're killing people constantly, then that's definitely going to help you as well. Oh. Probably could have left that to the boss, but oh well. There's Sherman. He might actually die all 3 times. It would not surprise me. Let's see if we can get him. There's the AMX. There's that Leopard again. Oh, hello. Probably could have HE'd him there and killed him, but whatever. He'll respawn in like, I don't know, 8 seconds. I'm not too worried about him. He's way lower tier. I'm going to focus on this Sherman. I want to try to kill the boss like all... I didn't kill him before. I only killed him once, but I want to have the boss completely dead. Just because that rarely happens. Come on. I want to kill him. Now that is what it looks like when you completely kill the boss. That was a failed HE. Oh, I thought I was using HE, I guess not. Well, don't need to use it anymore. Good game, that was crazy. It's actually very seldom that you can completely kill the boss. Probably play like 1 or 2 more and then end the stream. Just because I have been streaming for over an hour, I think. Just shy of an hour. Tank Destroyer, I would platoon, except I'm in with 14 realms at the moment. I might actually continue playing after streaming. I usually don't stream for too long. Let's see. I don't have the Cryos, but I do have the what is it? The tech tree version. German Tank Destroyer. This thingy. And I can continue playing after the stream. I just probably time to start winding that part down. But of course, time for one more. Hopefully I'll get the boss. So far I have not gotten the boss on stream. I literally got it the game before stream. And I still didn't manage to get it. Oh well. My plan is hopefully to do another stream on Saturday or Sunday, because this mode will come back on next weekend. And maybe I'll get the boss then. So AT8. So let's see, I'm a Catalyst, and 14 is a healer, so that's a good combo. In fact, we could probably just DPM that guy to death, as long as no one's shooting us. And does the Kryos have more hit points, or did I just not upgrade mine? Or I did not upgrade my Jg.Panzer. The reload on this thing is absolutely toxic. Yeah, as long as you hit your shells, apparently. Alright, and before I do end the stream, I do need to at least claim the, whatever it is, the WT. Let's see here. Oh yeah, we could totally just DPM him to death. Nice shot. There's the AT-8. Okay, shot him once. Try to get him. Ooh, nice. It almost looked like it missed. Oh, well that one did. Man, these tanks, if you get them in a, if you get a good platoon and you get a good matchmaker, you can really just spam the life out of everything. I mean, with a reload of only 4 seconds for like a 250 alpha, yeah, that's pretty broken. Unless you do that. Now, it is a tank destroyer, which means it can be a little bit annoying when light tanks try to flank you. Unless they sit still. Their AT-8 is definitely going to die soon. Oh wow, that actually did damage. Nice, 14 got the kill. There is a Steyr WT over there. There's also an Eraser. What's he doing? Yeah, that Eraser's gonna get pretty toasted. Got the ARL. Got the ARL again. Set of fire. Man, this thing is so fun sometimes. I mean, it can really be annoying sometimes, but if you get in the right spot, this thing, and if you get a platoon, fun modes, this is a fun plank to just spam sometimes. So let's see, where do I want to... I'm going to try to get over closer to 14 Realms, who has not died yet. Like, when I died was my first time to die, and he still has not yet, which is crazy. So... ARL. Definitely. Let's just pump adrenaline. I'm just going to shoot him. It looks like he's just sitting there not doing a whole lot. He's just sitting there, like... Oh, well, now he's looking at me, which is not great, but... I max rolled him. Going after... Okay, I bet you the Eraser and the ARL are... Yep, they're platooning. Hope I did some damage with that explosion, but maybe not. Poison shot. Yeah, I could definitely shoot quite a few tanks with that. 21 to 13. This is looking like a good last battle. Let's see, I'm gonna focus the ARL again. He's kind of an easy to... Ooh, actually, you know what? Let's go after the Steyr, just because I can HE. Unless he completely toasts. Now our boss is kind of in the way a little bit. There we go. Did at least something with that. This tank also has super high penetration values. Okay. Looks like the enemy team's starting to get a little bit more aggressive. They're actually picking up... They picked up the pace until their boss died. Oops. Okay, so... Okay, USA's on. That's cool. A little quiet on the microphone. 1 second. Let me see if I can turn that up. Desktop on. I have it all the way maxed up. I'll try to move it closer though. That might work better. So I'm gonna get the whatever this thing is. So I'm gonna open all these with my tickets and then hopefully get it. And then if not, I'll spend some credits. So opening, and of course you get the 4 coins guaranteed. Okay, good to know that it worked. Let me send you an invite. Oops. Still working on getting these all opened. With that. Let's see. Oh, 20 tickets left. Yikes. I got a few of these to open. I must keep hitting escape twice or something. Open. 15 left. Halfway through. It's a ton of these. Maybe it would have been easier just to open 3 a day. Continuing to open. It's the bottomless pit. Okay, not really. It's only got 3 left. And the last one. Okay, so where are we at? Oh wow, we don't have to open very many of these with credits at all in order to get this star. So, continuing. And I really don't want to have to spend more credits than I have to. Almost. Oh, so close. Oh, $6.99. Really? You know, I'm gonna play for the play for that thing, since I'm actually gonna play a few more games at least. And what is that? Russian Tier 5 Premium. There we go. Oh, I guess I had no ammo on it. Let me come up with some like arbitrary numbers to put these at. It doesn't really matter. Consumables are all out of whack. I mean, they're the consumables I would have normally put on. But I actually, like, memorize keybinds for stuff. Camo. I'm not sure I've ever played this tank, actually. That. And this is just, like, my go-to camo for literally everything. And let's go. Yeah, at $6.99, I am definitely not spending 500,000 credits for that. I'm just gonna try to get a win. Oh yes, I finally got it. The boss. And like I said, I was the lower tier. That always seems to happen that way. Okay, I'm gonna guess the AMX got the boss. Just gonna guess. It's my guess. Yeah. When someone starts spamming WoW or look at me or second time in a row, you know they're the boss. You don't even have to guess. So, like I said, I've never actually played this tank before, so I'm curious to see how well it performs. This was the free tank, I think. I think this was the one where you just had to log in like once a day for 10 days. Which is fairly easy to do even if you don't play. I'm gonna send this guy off somewhere after I shoot him. Oh, he didn't get damaged a whole lot. Honestly, this is not a whole lot of hit points for being the boss, to be honest. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Now it's time to focus on this guy. Wow, this guy's really got it out for me for some reason. Well, unfortunately for him, he's now stuck, and I've got the hit point advantage, and I'm just going to take him out. Okay, here we are again. But yeah, 3,000 hit points. I mean, yeah, that's a lot of hit points, but that's less than a mouse's hit points. Okay, there. Okay, he got creamed. Fortunately, the boss can't heal. I think that would be cool if they could make it so the boss could do more for their team. For the most part, the boss kind of just takes everything from the team. Takes the damage, takes the hit points. Oh, and yes, and there is the Gargoyle. Was he that low hit points? I told you always get an ammo rack. You always do. Like, it feels like every game I get an ammo rack whenever I'm the boss. And like every game I see a boss is an ammo rack. And that AMX is about to go flying sky high. I didn't even aim that one. Man, this is chaotic. Oh my word. Driving around with a tank on me. But yeah, that's the Gargoyle mod. I tried to make it look more like it was actually a Gargoyle. I also find that the ammo racks are most common when you have that bonus shot damage or the 30 extra. Okay, come to find out this does not have great gun Wait, this might actually have no gun depression. Oh, I mean, it has gun depression, but over the back, I don't care, I'm dead anyway. But it almost looks like it doesn't even have... I'll have to look at stats. It might have no backwards gun depression. Actually, I'm not sure I can look at the stats, not for backwards. No one even really looks for that. So, last life... I think we could still win this one, but we just need to get that AMX out. And I think he's died at least as many times as I have. And I think he might die his third time. So let's see if we can actually make the boss die completely. Ah, that missed, unfortunately. Like, oh yeah, he's dead. Apparently I didn't kill him, though. Okay, so he'd only died twice. Still, he did die, and we are definitely going to win this one. If we don't, I'm going to be shocked. Well, I suppose it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility. He's toast. 8 hit points. This doesn't have the highest penetration, though I somehow did penetrate him. Well, I'm completely dead, so yeah, maybe this game could be turned around. I was surprised. I don't know how that happened. I mean, I know how that happened. It's just still surprising nonetheless. So let's see, where is USA? AMX, I know you can die. The AMX needs to die. He's the easiest one. He's got about the hit points of what a tier 6 would have. Where they can kill 3. Yeah, it might be easier to kill 3 now that we got... They just need 2 kills. Need to get the croup. I think that's how you say that. Croup. Not really sure. Ammo rack. Okay, that's good. Now they just need to get the croup. I think we still have this one. Let's see, get the croup. Oh, or they... Ah, there we go. They got him. Nice. That was actually a lot closer than I anticipated, but nonetheless, we did pull out the victory, which then means I get the Steyr. Now, where is it? And now I can claim it. And I'm going to play it. So, oh, actually, before I do that, I always forget this step, and that's to actually put APCR on stuff. So this can probably stand to be 8. This probably 15, and the rest 17, 24. There we go. Consumables, again, are not quite in the configuration I would prefer them. I must have forgotten. Does this thing have a clip? Because I don't see adrenaline in there. Camo. Oh, it has a legendary camouflage? I did not know that. How did I not know that? I don't know. I must have missed a memo or something. Anyway, like I said, the camo that I put on, everything. And it has... Does it have PBR? It looks it. It's hard to say. And of course, misspell thanks again. Okay, oh, Crayola, wow, Void member too, nice. So after this one, we'll have to do the mouse. Guess what, there's a clan called Mouse, M-A-U-S. So I'm a regenerator. Yeah, it does have a clip. I don't know how I missed that. So, okay, so it's the, I don't know, can't see, it's blurry. The SU-100 has the ability. Yeah, this is definitely PBR, it has to be. Hello. Oh, see, that is how you he's being a little bit hard to hit, apparently. Ouch. Yeah, I've never really been good with anything that had this low armor, so I need to figure out how to use low armored tank destroyers, because I'm gonna get creamed pretty easily. Got a nice shot at him. Nice, he's gone. Where is he? Can't see his armor profile. I'm just gonna take a blind shot. Okay, at the very least I cleared the debris. I'm gonna go ahead and heal USA. 1,000 hit points, quadruple. So this would have like 4,000 hit points exactly if it was the boss. There you go. 1 second, I'm still trying to adjust the microphone so that it has the best audio quality. Does it have a turret turn? No, it does not appear to. And I'll just continue to heal. I will say, having that effect turned on you is like so... Yeah, it just sounds great. Like the sound effect, whatever they did there was good. Let's focus him. And nice. Well, I will say I've not died yet, but I've also had a healer on my team, which kind of helped changes things a little bit. There is that boss out there. Okay, this is not a good position to be when it comes to that T29. Okay, there's that guy over there. I doubt he's moved. He hasn't. Okay, I should be able to kill him here. Nice. Okay, I need to heal USA, otherwise he's gonna die. Okay, healing him. And there goes that glowy orb. And that orb actually makes it so that he takes less damage. How nice. I AG'd the ground. Okay, I think we'll win this. It would be cool to win the first game in this tank. Shoot once. It looks like our boss died, so that did change a few things. Let's see where USA's back there. Ah, I missed that one. Oh my word, I missed that one too. Oh dear, I think I just got poisoned. Yep, I did. First death though, not too bad. Poison shot now. And since I have a clip, that will help me to poison more than just one individual. That sounds sad. Just I can poison more than one individual. Ah, man. The things tank games make one say. Now, does PC... now, I don't play PC, but does the PC World Tanks have fun modes like this too? I know they had that, whatever, the Sturm Tiger. I don't know. I think this game is meant more for mobile players and, of course, actually, even just PC players in general, like fast-paced stuff. I think that's just people in general, actually. Okay. The STG could stand a few less hit points there. Oh, I thought it was lag. Well, I mean, it was a tiny bit of lag, but it's actually more just the effect being pulling me in. Poison him. I'm gonna poison him up here too. Still think we could win this. We just need to kill their boss again. I think he's died once. 4,000 hit points. Wow, that's a lot of hit points for a tier 6. I'm gonna help. Oh, it's an LTG. Yeah, because it's the STG guard and it's the LTG. I don't know, new tank. Okay, I've got the bomb effect. Unfortunately, I can't heal him. So he's been doing pretty well up there, I must say. I don't think he's lost hit points for a while. Oh, he is the bomber now. Okay, so he did die at least. Probably not the smartest position to have myself in. Just need to do a tiny bit more damage. Now this is not where I need to be, but I'm gonna get my... Oh, we win. Of course I can't text good game. So, next is the mouse. Not too bad in terms of credits. Now I've got 3 coins that I don't need to use. I would like to get the keys, just... I don't know, that's a lot of credits to spend, and I would not do that on the stream yet. I would make a whole video for that or something. That would take forever. A mouse. There we go. Mouse. Let's see, stream is still doing good. And I know I said like 1 or 2 games a while ago, but I'll probably set it down and I'll probably end the stream at about, what is it, 3 PST, 6 EST. So, well, in English that's 15 minutes. Now, I do hope I get the boss for this one. I know I got the boss a little while back, but for this one you could just get so many hit points. But the problem is when you don't get the bosses, you become really slow, which isn't too bad. You get those other advantages, but bomber in this thing is a little bit painful. The best tank overall for this mode, though, what would I pick that to be? I don't know, it's kind of hard to say. Oh wow, 10,000 hit points. So USA got the boss this time. I really don't know what tank would be the best. I mean, I like the VK-28. Honestly, I think the best tank for this mode would be more on a individual basis because it's random. Like Uprising or Mad Games or all those other ones, even though you have multiple lives, you all have the same ability sets. So you can kind of pick a tank to be the best in that mode. However, nice bounces. However, with this one, it's so random that it's kind of just whatever you tend to play best in. Wow, already I've bounced what, like 1,500 damage? Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna do some pro side scraping. Yeah, you can really call it that. I mean, it's like one of the easiest tactics in the game. Graviton right in the... Okay, that didn't go quite where I thought it was. Let's just try to avoid getting shot. Okay. I guess my bouncing luck is gone because I just lost... Actually, I didn't lose too much. I mean, I've got plenty. It's the mouse. Well, someone just got taken out. The BK. Okay. So that... Okay, I got my Graviton back. Thankfully, this thing can bounce a lot, though that is a good player that I do need to be careful of. Well, it didn't penetrate, but at least it kind of messed him up a little bit. And yeah, I'm getting a lot of assist here, so he's not doing well. Let's get right in there. That honestly should have penetrated. It was gray. So let's see, how am I gonna get at him? Oh, I'm not going to apparently because he's dead. Oh, right. Big bang. Bomber. Ouch. That's gonna be a little bit slow. At least it makes you faster. In the mouse, everything could be sped up a little bit. 48, almost 50 kilometers per hour. Oh, I was invisible. Still 30 for a mouse. That's what, 10 faster than the normal? I'm not sure. I've never actually played it in normal battles. I always play it in fun modes. We need to take out the Progetto. Talk about stating the obvious. Okay, so the Progetto's over there. Yep. Even though I'm only a level 2 bomber, I can still do a lot of damage. Actually, I take back what I said. I think bomber for this might actually be one of the better ones, because if you get in the middle of it, you've got so many hit points, you're just gonna blast at least 500, if not 800, into the enemy. Even though you're only at like level 2. Nice. That was a max roll? I don't recall having that high of an alpha for just a normal APCR. Okay, with the help of USA here, we're totally gonna have this guy. Nice, doing a lot of damage here. Another double up. Man, that's 2 double ups. Well, I did get taken out, but I did do quite a bit of damage before I did that. Unfortunately, USA is kind of in the thick of it, and he might die. Yeah, he will die. My guess is we'll lose this one, but by maybe like 5 points, so it's not going to be like the crazy... It's not going to be crazy or anything. So I'm a healer, so I need to heal something. However, most of my team's actually pretty healthy at the moment. There's Dragon. E100. Oh. Don't want to stick around here too long. There we go. Managed to bounce. USA should really go for this Progetto here. He could really eat into him. Like that, exactly. If we kill their Progetto, we might have a chance. Man, being the boss is so OP. Unless you're light, in which case he's actually having a problem. Even though he's the boss, he's just getting overrun by everything around him. Tiny lag spike. Yep, someone had a very high level graviton. I can just get a little bit past here. Jeez, this is crazy. Oh, so close. My APCR did more damage than that. Yeah, well, that boss might actually live through this, which is crazy. Don't know how that happened. But then again, this thing doesn't have like 600 alpha like the E100 does. Let's see, it would be the Progetto, the STB-1. Yeah, somehow, well, the Progetto died. Now it's the STB who died. I still don't think we can carry that many kills without dying one. Like that Batchat's gonna die here. Still a good game though. So it looks like we have one more game and then I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Wow, 23,000 damage. That's a lot. So let's see. As the last one, what should I play? What's going to be a fun one? Perhaps I just need to have like some application that's a wheel and it'll like randomly spin and tell me what tank to play. Not sure I want to do a Helsing. You know, let's go one more mouse. Let's just have fun. Let's see if we get the boss. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And if we get the boss, then we'll have way too many hit points. Okay, here we go. Maybe. I sure hope so. If I do, bummer. Let's see, we got... Oh, man, he got it twice in a row. No way. Oh, no. And we got against the same platoon. Let's see, what am I going to guess? I'm going to guess the IS-4 is what got the... nope, it was the WZ. Where do I'm thinking I'm going to go a little bit more to the right so I can actually effectively get in closer range to use the bomb. Okay, they're separating themselves from the pack. That's actually better for my team. Oof, for that guy. He's gonna poke out here. Of course, I couldn't actually get at him. Yeah, I knew that guy was dead as soon as he poked over that. Honestly, I did... How did I not lose hit points? Or did I get healed? I somehow missed something. It said I took 800 damage. Now I need to get a little bit closer before I can actually use this explosion again. There we go. Okay, he's gone. STB, I think I could shoot. Nope, not quite. So I'm gonna shoot him instead. Ouch, 1600. That's quite a bit of damage. Though he's out in the open now, which is good. US needs to get in there on the boss. Need to shoot him. He's main priority. I think we could win this one if we can just kill him early on. That'll be good because US has way more hit points. Let's see, 500. That would take what, 10 of my shots? That's a long time to kill him. But if we all work together and shoot him. Okay, unless I went ahead and shot him just because he was easy. No. 2,000 damage. That's insane. Well, I leveled up at any rate. It'd be nice if the healer could heal himself. That's one thing I would say, because the healer is really just there to help everyone. It doesn't do a whole lot. If they could heal themselves too, I think that would actually be slightly better. Not a lot, but maybe like, I don't know, 10% of whatever damage you deal. Well, even if I die here, at least I damaged him enough that he's a one-shot. Was a one-shot. Must have been the VK that healed him. So it's still close enough. We need to get the shielded. I'm gonna ram him. Yep. And I really would like to save the explosion for the boss. And I think I could double explode him here if I'm careful. Yeah, good. Someone else shot him. That's good. I'm gonna try to double up on this guy. I was not close enough. Yeah, I think that would have done a lot more if I gotten a little bit closer. It's kind of hard to tell what 50 meters is because it feels like a really far distance when you're shooting, but then it doesn't feel so far when you're using the ability. Still, he's close enough, and I don't think US has died, or if he has, the enemy team hasn't killed very many of our normal people. Okay, maybe US did die? I don't think so. At 8 points, I don't think so. I probably got hurt, though, and was healed. Oh, I'm a healer. I didn't even see that. Oof. My reverse speed's quite slow. Now, I'm curious to see if there's how much healing, like credits and XP that gets me. Almost there. There we go. Okay, let's try to get this IS-4 out. Yeah, that is one thing with slightly inaccurate guns, is they tend to do that a few times. See, might as well heal him while he's driving by. See, I still think we can do this one. Kill the IS-4. Let me just back out of the way so I don't kill myself, since I am a healer. Can I have my special bubble thing back? And thank you to whoever healed me. I think it was that Jg.Panzer. So let's see. He's out there. Well, I didn't damage anything. Really should be side scraping here. I think that's going to be better. There is that Sheridan. Yeah, he's toast though. I'm not sure how that didn't do damage, because that went right where he, I don't know, must have gotten absorbed into the tracks. Well, I'm getting healed. I should heal US a little bit more than I have been. Let me put in HE and put on adrenaline while I'm at it. Because as long as he stays alive and doesn't die, I think we've got this. I sense he's going to get another really high damage game. Okay, he's healed. I'm going to go for this STB. It's hard to say. There's that VK. Okay, STB showed him. I hope that hit. I think it hit. 2018. I think we can still do this. We need to focus that WZ now that he's way out in the open. Every shot that I send in that direction, he has a fast reverse speed. If this times out, that'll actually have been the first game of this that I've actually had time out. So, need to heal everyone and damage everyone else. So put that on him. He should be able to kill the SDB, no problem. Oh. Ouch. I just need to hide. I think we've got this one. Wow, a lot of my shots have been trolled by that tank. The 30 seconds left. I think we'll automatically win by whoever has more kills, but no one can die and we have to kill the enemy. US really needs to get in there to do something. He's been doing a lot, but he's the highest alpha and he's got the fastest speed. Nice, he killed the gorilla. I think we've got this. 10 seconds. It's unlikely that they can kill 2 people. Oh man, come on. Oh, he trolled my shot again. Ouch. Well, victory nonetheless. Well, I think that was my last. Yep. 23,000 damage. That's 2 in a row. Well, I think that will be the last game for this stream. Thank you all for joining. Nothing else I can really think of to do. Got the tank with 8 extra coins. So, there you go, guys. Thank you for joining, and thank you for picking my tanks.